had the message pop up. Hey, yeah, I know a little bit later than we would usually get up here, but I got a quick message, okay? Quick message. Just got around to getting in between errands, and like I said, y'all, this is a season of in between training like an athlete and walking. So you're going to catch me a little like here or there, and then of course it's take a break from the contact season. So here I am in my glasses. So let those notifications go out. Let me see. Like I said, I just got done running some errands and doing something that the Lord put on my spirit to get taken care of and stuff like that. And I just wanted to get on here and give y'all this message because it's something I noticed while I was running my errands. So like before we get out here and do another thing, okay, for our let's just say training like an athlete stuff. And I got the car running for the AC. Okay, y'all. We finally got it. I got the phone by the vent. We're going to try that out. So you hear something in the background, that's what it is. The car's running and the AC is going. All right, because it is warmer out there. And so we're just, and it's working. Okay, it's working so far. So so far so good. Let me go ahead and pull this up. I've been seeing a lot of messages lately. Okay, a lot of messages. I want y'all to stay on the ball. Okay, stay on the ball. Keep your eye on the ball. That's what the Lord has been telling me, is to keep your eye on the ball. Stay focused. He said, don't let, there's a bunch of distractions out here. And here's one of them. When you walk into the stores, I want y'all to be mindful of this, okay? Do not be discouraged. Okay, do not be discouraged. Stay focused. There you go. Because the narcissist, okay, out here, the narcissistic matrix, it does not want people to work out. It does not want people to stay healthy. Okay, so you're going to see it for a very short time. Very short time. Watch out for the cognitive dissonance. Okay, let's say you go and you are looking for a particular equipment, or you're looking for a particular supplement to go with your new lifestyle change. See, y'all, chosen one, this for us, I'm going to tell y'all, when I made the decision to go full on into weight training, that's not something that I had considered before. When God told me to pick up where we left off, I was just simply working out, staying toned, having that lean muscle, which is still what we're doing. We're working towards. But he added, he said, no, he said, you weight training now, baby girl. He said, you are into weight training. He said, we ain't playing around no more. All right, like my mentor, her motto is, build muscle and do everything you can to keep it. Because I'm going to tell y'all something, that radio frequency poisoning out here with that excess salt and all of that, and the mind control and everything, it is designed to eat away at your muscles. It is designed to eat away at your muscle mass. Because the matrix and the narcissist and the devil want you dependent on man instead of dependent on God. So do not be discouraged. I'm going to tell you, narcissism, seasonal stuff, okay? Seasonal sales. You walk into the store and on a kiosk, okay, on a kiosk, you see creatine monohydrate, right? That's being pushed real big right now in this season. Because there's a lot of people getting into but I'm going to tell y'all something. It takes dedication, it takes determination, and it takes that, it takes that willpower. Because when you set a personal record or a goal, right? You set a goal, and you got to do everything you can to reach that goal. And you can't rush it. When I pick up my 10-pounders, I ain't going boom, boom, boom. Oh, no. You got to take your time. All right, when I'm picking up the 10-pounders, I'm like 1, 2. I mean, slow and breathe and really focus on what you're doing. That's weight training. And it's not something, because narcissists, they like to rush, right? Yeah, they like to rush, and try to get things done as quickly as possible. Well, it don't work that way. If you are serious about weight training and living a healthier life, combating radio frequency, then you gotta pay attention to what true blue trainers are telling you. And then, because I'm learning from them, you gotta take your time. Take your time. And it might take about 3 days, but then you'll start to notice, you'll start to feel the results before you see them. This is why I say y'all got to focus on the inside. Focus on the inside and the external will follow. Focus on the internal and the external will follow naturally. Don't force what's going to happen naturally, but narcissism is in seasonal sale. And it's quick. It is quick. But don't fall for the gimmick that it's on sale. It's not necessarily on sale. You're going to see around this time when the weather starts to get nicer, you're going to see a lot of BOGOs. You're going to see a lot of buy one, get one. Because that's what happens. A lot of people are stocked up on the collagen and creatine and all this stuff. Next thing you know, they start on it, right? Some people, and it will be a narcissist. Some people will be on it for like a month and be like, man, this is too hard. And now they got 3 tubes of collagen, 3 tubes of creatine just sitting there. See, chosen ones, we don't do that. So watch out for the narcissism in marketing, okay? And the seasonal sale. Watch out, and it's going to be so short. It's going to be so short. That you're going to know that the main tradition, the holiday, right? The Thanksgiving and the Christmases and stuff, those are longer. Pay attention, okay? Because the devil and the matrix don't want people to be healthy. But it's got to play along for marketing purposes. It's got to play along with, okay, well, we'll let them see this. And so narcissists will also try to jump on it. And those of you who are watching this and you ain't giving it a thumbs up, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. Bye-bye. Okay? Because we ain't playing up in here. We are a growing community of spiritual warriors for Christ. And if you do not truly support this ministry, I really highly encourage you to go away. Okay? Go away, because we ain't going nowhere. We're going to keep going. We're going to keep on showing up. We're going to keep on showing up, like I talked about the other day. That narcissists who are watching this ministry and watching us show up every day, watching us bounce back, oh my gosh, we are bouncing back. And chosen ones are bouncing back bigger and better and stronger than ever before. And so they're going to sit there and they're going to keep on watching us do that. And they're going to get frustrated. It's because they do it to themselves. But watch out for narcissism in seasonal sale. Because it's going to be very brief. Very brief. It's on that key on. But don't necessarily jump the gun. If you already got you some creatine, you already got you some collagen, you good. Right? And some protein powder. If you already doing that and you serious and you setting goals and stuff, fine. But you don't need to necessarily fall for the BOGOs. They're going to come around. They're going to come around again. Right? But it's always going to be very short. Okay? It's going to be very, very short. And then you also have that side of the narcissism with seasonal sale, with this stuff, with trying to push the healthy side. They try to push it. They try to push the healthy side. But it's so difficult for them to do that if you remember watching, I don't know if y'all, I don't watch the television anymore. Okay, but I remember when I did. And every time I said a commercial come on. And you would have, okay, yeah, workout, this equipment, this workout equipment for sale, a commercial for that Bowflex and all that, right? They're going to advertise it. Everybody's like, okay. And then you turn around and you got a Burger King commercial. Come on now. Pay attention. All right, pay attention. Don't be falling for that stuff. All right, because that's not all that they want you to do. Okay, is that it's all part of the game of confusion with the game of narcissism. So you want to be mindful of that. Okay, be mindful of that. I know you did, Chris. Thank you. I know those of you who do give these videos a thumbs up. I know who does. And yeah, that's why we know the ones who don't are monitoring spirits. Okay, so yeah, slower, lower, and right, and you'd be surprised. Okay, you'll be surprised because, all right, well, I would tell you something. That's why you got to be mindful. Okay, I'm gonna give y'all a couple of tips here. All right, going into this because it's very important to understand. And if you've not ever done weight training before, or any kind of like toning or whatnot, this is part of our combat against radio frequency for healthier living. Because like I said in the beginning, constant exposure to radio frequency and excessive salt, it can and will eat away at your muscle if you don't know what's going on. If you got a numbed autonomic nervous system and you don't realize that your muscles are compromised by muscle tension, holding on to all that salt that's preventing proper circulation for healing and delivery of the nutrients that your body needs to certain areas. If you don't know what's going on, if you are not aware, remember, it's all about heightened awareness. You got to become aware of yourself. You got to become aware of what your body's doing. For example, I know where I'm at right now in this season, and I'm going to tell y'all, it's kind of funny. I was in the store earlier, but it's not Zap Day, but I could feel, see, because I have a little bit, the circulation coming back around, but my water balance is a little out of whack. And I know it because I can feel it. Okay? Because when I'm on my walks, everything's going good and nice. When I first get up in the morning, I'm like, okay, this is where we at. All right, because I have to do that because as the day goes on, well, you start to consume water, and because I have certain areas that are still healing, certain areas that are still on the on the man healing, same thing, but certain areas that we're still working on toning and getting back in that locus of control of our muscles. Okay, that's what you got to do. And so when I'm in the store, and I know where pockets of water are just hanging out, because inside that water is salt. Remember, salt holds water, so my body's still detoxing my excess salt. And so while I'm walking through the store, I can feel it's like for example, in my stomach area, sometimes it feels like the ocean. Literally, it's like bleep, bleep. I'm like, okay, cool air. I'm like, dang, man, this water weight, this water. It's just like, and I can feel it in my thigh on the side over here. I can feel on my upper back. I'm like, all right. At first I thought, I was like, man, I feel a little rubbery, but no. It's just my water's a little out of balance. So, and I'm aware of it. Right? It's going to take time. I've been through something similar when I was a truck driver and I started walking. At that time, it was 10,000 steps during that season. And so I went through something similar, so I'm very familiar with it. I didn't realize the radio frequency has the connection, okay? It's because it don't do that unless I'm exposed to believe, okay? Yeah, my body doesn't act like the ocean when I'm not in the store. Alright, so anyhow, I just had to share that little lighter side of thing. But yeah, it's real, okay? Because that salt is a magnet for radio frequency. So when there's a little water, hey, if any of you are experiencing a similar thing, you're paying attention, you're aware of what's happening to your body when you walk into a store, you're like, oh, it just means your water's a little out of balance. So yeah. Oh man, I tell you, it was it was all I could do not to bust out laughing in the middle of the store. Because it wasn't doing that. My body wasn't doing that until I went in. I was like, okay, all right, we'll deal with it. But anyhow, as part of combating the radio frequency for healthier living, so y'all got to pay attention to this stuff, okay? You got to pay attention to it. Because lifting weights, what you want to do, before you even attempt to lift weights, you got to start strengthening your upper back, your upper body. You got to get some strength back. That's why I told y'all creatine and protein powder. Okay, creatine and protein powder. You got to do something. If you have never done it and you detox, I guarantee you from excessive exposure to radio frequencies and excessive salt, you're going to need some creatine. You're going to have to repair some muscle. And then you got to start building it. So my suggestion is don't even pick up the weight yet. Don't even pick up the weight yet. Well, okay, I got a couple of things that I can demonstrate. So I'm not standing up, all right, but I'll demonstrate because this is how I got started. No hand weights whatsoever. Well, you got to stretch, but you do the movement, okay? You have both arms, you butterfly, and you go all the way up above the head, behind, okay? Make sure your posture, your back is straight. And you just do that. You start building that endurance. Don't be holding nothing. Now, if you have, then the next step, if you don't have hand weights yet, or at all, you can use 2 cans of veggies, canned soups or whatever. Those are light enough. Then you can start doing, okay? I think some trainers call that the around the world, right? For the shoulders and the upper back area. You got to start to get a little bit of strength there first. Otherwise, trying to lift 10 pounders or more, 5 pounders, that's going to be too much for you right off the bat. That's what I'm saying. A narcissist ain't going to stick with it because when you get started, you got to start small and you got to work up. You ain't going to be able to go right out of there and pick up that 15 pounder and be like, yeah! It don't work like that. It don't work like that. Now, depending, okay, if there's somebody who's already athletic, who's been toning and training and stuff like that, and they can pick up that 15 pounder like it's nothing, that's one thing. I'm talking about those of us who are starting not from scratch, but from experience, but after a detox, and during a detox. Like, I'm going towards the end of the detox. Okay, I know where my body is at, and that we're okay now to do this. 5 months ago, no. 5 months ago, we were fine with just walking and stretching. Now, okay, when the Lord said pick up where you left off and then add. And I started with 3-pounders. And I still use the 3-pounders for certain things. Because it ain't about the weight. When you weight train, it's not necessarily about how much you can lift, how much you can pull, how much you can push. It's not about that. Okay, it's about working the muscle. Because you got to work it, and you got to work it properly. Proper muscle function and proper muscle usage promote proper circulation. One more time for those of you in the back. Proper muscle function and proper muscle usage promotes proper circulation. It's that simple. And your autonomic nervous system will know it. And so I just had to get up here and tell you all that, because this is big. This is big. This is a big part of our movement. Now, if you're not interested in weight training, that's fine. You just got to get active, okay? I'm not saying that you got to weight train. I'm just saying that's up to you. You can simply do the muscle repair, but creatine is great for that, okay? Your creatine monohydrate is great for that. There's tons of different brands. I want y'all to read the ingredient. Like I showed you the one from the other day. Let me show you again. This one that I got it at Walmart. Okay, I got this one at Walmart. It's 5 grams. And other ingredients, you see, other ingredient, none. That is what you want. You want 100% pure. You don't want artificial stuff. No, we try to stay away from all of that where possible. Okay, we try to stay away from corn syrup and all that where possible. All right, it's just being aware. It's paying attention. Now, if you go out to eat at a restaurant and you they might have corn syrup in their, I don't know, in their biscuit. We don't know it. That's one thing. It is what it is. But I'm talking about as far as what we're doing. Okay, what we're doing, how we're doing it. We got to pay attention to all of this. Part of our movement. All right, y'all, for healthier living. You know, making better food choices, making sure we get the animal protein along with vegetable protein, all kinds of protein. Let me tell y'all, vegetable protein, yeah, animal protein, absolutely. And then for those who do want to build muscle, I think for men, from what I read, for men, they usually go for like 2 grams of protein, I think, per their ideal body weight. You can look it up. I think it depends on your goal. I know for women, though, the most common goal for women is to get at least 1 gram of protein per our ideal body weight. So let's say I've chose 125 pounds to be my ideal body weight, then that's how much protein I need to try and aim for. I'm pretty good with getting about 100 grams a day. I'm good with that, but that's without a protein shake. Aha! See, that's where that comes in. So, you know, at least 1. And sometimes we double up. It's when God says double up. All right? And same thing with the creatine. So, you know, it takes time. And you have to give your body the time and space. Just like I tell y'all for trauma healing. You got to give yourself the time and space to do what God needs you to do for His glory and to serve in the kingdom. Because we can't be all like, you know, feeling unwell and being like dependent on the matrix for everything. No, we're supposed to be dependent on God. All right, so to be dependent on God. So yeah, you're gonna see me get up here every once in a while now. Yeah, it's just one of them things. Okay, with y'all. Keep it real, okay? And strength training, endurance training, that also helps to activate the vagus nerve. One more time for the people in the back. Because one of the biggest things we realize about traumatization is the target for your autonomic nervous system, and more specifically that vagus nerve. That vagus nerve that sits in between the muscles, okay, of your spinal cord and your throat. Okay, your vagus nerve is right there it's in between your audio, in between your amygdala, okay, the very beginning of it. And if anything is swollen in here muscle-wise or whatever, pinching that vagus nerve, like I said on the Patreon channel and here, you stress out that vagus nerve, baby, you're going to stress out the whole body. And so what you got to do is you got to be very, very mindful of that. Okay? So as the vagus nerve is relaxing, you're going to start to notice it. But don't let that trip you up. You still got to take it slow and steady. Slow and steady. Do not try to go out there. I know you're going to be feeling better. You are. You're going to feel better. You're going to naturally want to do. Chosen ones are like that. Slow down. There is never, ever, ever an emergency in God's reality. Nothing is urgent in God's reality. Okay? Remember that. God doesn't work like that. He does do some things suddenly, but even then, it ain't overnight. No, nothing is overnight when it comes to God. So I want y'all to keep that in mind. But I had to get up here and give y'all that message, some additional tips and reminders. Okay? It's part of our movement, combating radio frequency. So yes, for those of you who are interested, you can now go onto the website. Again, the link is below. Scroll down in the navigation menu to t-shirts. Right, you'll see t-shirts, mugs, and more. Click on that. Alright, that's where you find clothing and accessories. Along with those, you will now find the free CHA's fundraiser flyer, PDF. Okay, you can get your free copy right there on the website. Alright, so, let me know. I did. I went to the app. I got it uploaded. So it should come to you when you go to the checkout. It's free. Okay, but you still have to go through the process. And you go through, you go and you want to get that PDF download. And you'll put in your information and all of that. You do the checkout. It'll come via email. There should be a download link in your email for a copy of that PDF CHA's fundraiser flyer that you can have. Okay, and listen, I got small versions that I had copies made of. Yep, I got smaller version. I'm gonna cut them. Okay, I gotta cut them. Smaller version. All right, right there. Okay, you want to get your copy. Large letter size copy right there. Okay, that's part of the errands we had to run today. I had to get some of those made. And yeah, we're not kidding. Combating radio frequency for healthier living, y'all. It's a serious movement. It is a serious movement. And it needs funding. Because we have a lot more research. We have a lot more stuff coming. We have a lot more. Oh my gosh, I got a whole notebook. Okay, I got a whole notebook dedicated already to this. And it's about a quarter of the way full of notes. I kid you not. I have been on it since I learned about it. And since God put it on my spirit, He gave this ministry that movement, pushing back against the harmful effects of radio frequency for healthier living, because we not only have experienced it, all of us have, but it's not going away. It's not going away, but there are a lot of things that we can do. That's right, to get around the resistance. There's a lot of things that we can do. And endurance training and eating healthier and just staying active. Even just toning a little bit to keep your physical strength. You want to be able to, I'm going to tell you right now, you want to be able to at least continue to pick up a 24-pack of bottled water on your own. Yeah, you do. You want to. Because you should be able to. Because we are the exception, not the norm. I refuse myself to think the way the Matrix and the narcissist all around me told me all my life, oh, well, when you get older, this is going to happen. You know, a lot of that crap that they told me about getting older, it went in one ear and out the other, because I'm like, no, that's just a state of mind. That is all about mindset. They want to try to tell you that, I remember Jezebel, who gave birth to me, tried to tell me that, well, when you get older, you won't have to shave your legs as much. And in my mind, I was thinking, oh, that'd be cool. But I can tell you right now, that's a big fat lie. Because if your circulation, I'm just telling you, that's a lie. If your circulation is working like it should, then you're going to still be shaving your legs at 65 years old. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Well, Okay, sirs, I hope, well, okay, to each his own. I'm going to leave it at that. To each his own, okay? So if there's sirs out there shaving your leg, hey, that's on you. But I'm just going to tell you, that's one of the biggest lies she told me, because I have learned that about circulation. When your body is circulating the way it's supposed to circulate, you're going to be shaving your legs. And your underarms. Women, come on now. Ladies, men even, I don't know. Like I said, that's all on you. All right, but a lot of lies that we've been told, because I sit here and I refuse to let those lies linger. A lot of that crap they told us about getting older and aging didn't even resonate with me. It didn't stick with me. A lot of it didn't. Okay? There were a few things here and there where I might have thought, well, okay, but I will tell you this too. I saw the ex-psycho roommate, all those, they're aging narcissists sitting around the table, and they had their little pill thingy, right? And they're all comparing how many pills they got to take every day. And I was like, in my mind, I'm going to tell you the first thing that came to my mind was, that ain't going to be me. I said, oh, hell no, that ain't going to be me. So I already knew then. I said, that ain't going to be me. That ain't no way to live. That ain't no way to live life. And I was on the blood type diet, and I was already toning and training at that time, you see. So I was already on the track to this lifestyle. I didn't know God planned for I would even start doing weight training, but okay, it's all good. I'm enjoying it because I'm learning something new every single day about it, and in turn about myself. That's all part of the heightened awareness, and it helps us heal. So let me tell y'all, that's one I refuse, because age is just a number. Age is just a number, and I refuse to become part of the norm. I refuse. And so I want y'all to put that in the comments below, even on the replay. Say, I refuse to become the norm. According to the Matrix. Right? That's what I'm talking about. When it comes to health and aging, we want nothing to do with that. That's the norm. We're the exception. Better yet, you can put that in the comments below. Say, I am the exception. Say, I am the exception, because we are chosen ones. We are the exception, not the norm. We refuse to allow the Matrix or anybody else to fill our head full of garbage anymore. Because we're seeing things firsthand for ourselves. What it's really like when we have control of our mind to make the better choices that we can make. Glory be to God. There you go. I am the exception. All right. Rebirth of the spiritual chosen one. Okay, can't wait train. Okay, you're working on walking around. Okay. Okay, you were. Well, if you can still listen, if you can still get out and walk and just get active. Like I said in the beginning, if you are unable to weight train, just get active somehow. Okay, stay active somehow. Okay? Right. And that's all right. I know you haven't. Some of y'all, you pop in when you can. Thank you on the glasses. I like that. I got that secretary look. Okay, squat bar today. All right, and so that's the other tip. There you go. Thank you, Chris. That you got to get your nervous system used to. It's called introduction. You got to introduce. So my whole thing, that whatever it is, whatever move you have chosen to introduce your body to, your nervous system, do no more than 5. No more than 5 at a time for about 3 days. Get your ANS used to it. 5 at a time. If you're able to do the 5 at a time, that's it. No more than that. Once a day for 3 days. Okay? That's the introduction. All right, and then. Right, and the weight of the weight itself is not what it's about. The weight training, that's not what it's about, really. You do want to set goals, and you do want to go a little, like, I mean, going from a 5-pound hand weight to a 10-pound is a pretty good jump. There's actually an 8-pounder. I didn't see that. Anyway, it is what it is. But I still use the 5-pounders. I still use the 3-pounders for certain things. Because it ain't about, it's about the move, right? It's about how you are doing, right? And then the 10-pounders, that's just the beginning. You know what I'm saying? It's just that I'm actually at the post-introductory stage with my ANS on those. So it's an ongoing process. But the 5-pounders and then, right, and then proper form. Because you got to make sure that back stays straight. Okay, you got to make sure your back stays straight. So there's a lot of things that go into it. And if it's buffering a little, well, like I said, I've got the AC going. So I wanted to go for at least a half hour and see how it does with the AC going. Because the AC is working. It's cold. The AC is cold back there. So, okay, there's a vagus nerve at the sternum. Yes, okay, and that's what is a heavy target. No pun intended. Okay. I don't know. As far as wanting to be vegan, you know, that to each his own. But you got to have animal fats for cognitive functioning. It's that simple. And yes. Yep. Okay. Talk about that secretary look. Okay, I gotcha. But yeah, get your protein. Okay, get your protein, get your water, get your creatine, get your, you know, if you need it, get your collagen. All right, you can look into that. There's airplane. But that's it. I wanted y'all just to remember to don't get discouraged. If you see narcissism in the seasonal sales, okay, with the marketing of the healthier side of things, working out and all that, if you see that, and then a week later you don't be surprised. It's still out there. Okay, it's still out there. You just might have to look a little bit harder because they'll put that stuff out in the front. Oh, okay, let's play along. But they really don't want y'all to get healthy. That matrix don't really want you to get healthy. The devil don't want people to be healthy. I want y'all to never forget that, okay? But don't get discouraged. If you saw it, you didn't need it then, but let's say a week later, okay, now you got to get some, and they don't have it out like in the front. Just look, okay? Or simply go to Vitamin Shop or GNC or another kind of all natural, a healthy store, if you will, okay? Vitamin Shop, GNCs, and then I know here where I'm at, we got Chamberlain's, we got, they're out there, okay? You can find them, all right? And then online, even if you've got to order it online. So you'll be able to find it, okay? Don't let that discourage you if you don't see it right out front in your face, and you did a week ago. Ask the game of narcissism, because it really don't want people to be healthy. And here's another tip, okay? Here's another tip that I got for y'all. If you are looking for, let's just say, certain equipment and whatnot, okay, it's always a good idea, okay? If you're looking for things like, let's say, a fanny pack, it's always a good idea to check the camping section first. Hint, hint. Just saying. That's something I found out. Instead of going to sporting goods for something like that, go look in the camping section first. There's your finance tip right there. All right? So, there you go. And things like this, too. Camping. Go look in the camping section first. Yeah, you'll be surprised. Because I was pleasantly surprised. And the quality, it's good to go. All right, everybody, that wraps this one up. If you got any question, okay? Yep, knick-knack while walking, absolutely. Nice. You'll save a few bucks. Sending love and light to all fellow warriors. Thank you for watching, listening, and for your continued support. Till next time, let's show some gratitude to the Heavenly Father, and you keep being you. In Jesus' name, amen.